And Tanasha Donna and 10 over 10 continues now. As you've noticed, if you've been watching the show from the beginning, our entire audience and myself dressed up, in some beautiful African fashions, celebrating Mama Africa, I guess. So in conjunction with that, our discussion today is going to focus around African culture, African fashion, and how it is that young people are incorporating traditional African attire into our day-to-day life. I've got three designers who are going to be showcasing some of their work, talking to us about what it's like to be a young designer in the 254 in this day and age. So we're going to start with introductions. They brought models with them, so we'll have a little catwalk session after they introduce themselves. So I'll start just right here next to me. Introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about what you do.
All right. My name is David Avido. I was born and bred in Kibra. Like all my childhood, I spent it in Kibra, just like doing dance with my dance crew around and schooling, and also playing football because every child's game is football, So during my time in dance, that's when I realized that I could also do fashion because we used to go to competitions and the judges would want us to come with different costumes, and that's why I started sketching pieces down, and then after that we used to take them to tailor, but after some time the tailors could not do what we want exactly because designing is a little bit something that is a little bit complicated. So I was like, okay, why don't I just do it myself, because I do the sketches and I'm the one that knows what is in my mind. So I got enrolled in Buruburu Institute of Fine Art, that is BIFA, and then I did my certificate in fashion and design there.
Wow.
Yeah, and then after 1 year I graduated, and I was enrolled in Sandstorm, Kenya. So I did internship in Sandstorm, Kenya for 6 months. Then after 6 months again, I was called back for diploma in Buruburu Institute of Fine Art. So
wow.
Last year I was in first year, so this year I'm in second year. So just recently I was lucky to be selected to go and showcase my outfit in Australia, in Adelaide Street, during the Sanaa Festival. And I'm also invited for the Jamaican Fashion Week, which is happening on May 20th.
Good stuff. We'll talk a little bit more about all of your achievements. I like what you have on your head. You'll tell us what that is later on. I'm going to move on to Maureen.
Joy, thanks for having me. I'm Maureen Aringo. I'm the founder of Hando African Designs. I started Hando 2 years ago, and it's purely based on passion. I've never gone to a design school. I'm a scientist by profession, but...
Scientist, you say?
Yes.
Okay, what type of scientist?
A horticulturalist.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
So fashion is basically passion. So it's and it's been 2 years now.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Welcome to 10 over 10. Yes. Last but not least.
Hi guys. I'm Dennis Waire, but my friends call me Mr. Good Vibes. I am the brains behind Good Vibes KE, which is a Kenyan lifestyle brand, which incorporates little bits of African fashion into the everyday outfits. So we have things like sweatpants, hoodies, jackets, what you wear on a normal day, but with a bit of African into it.
Yeah, such as what you've got on right now.
Such as what I've got on right now.
All right, so we're going to go designer by designer down the line, and we're going to have some of their models come out. And as they come out, you guys can go ahead and explain to us what's happening, the intricacies of their fashion. So we'll start right here. I think we have the models lined up back there somewhere. So we'll start our fashion show.
Oh yeah. So the jacket that the guy is wearing over there is kind of inspired with the Tritika. The Tritika is like a print that Indians normally use to pray. So when it was printed, it was actually printed in Ghana, and then we got the fabrics and we were able to do the jackets and also the shirts. Yeah. All right. And then that one is a heavy duty jacket, which have a collar that is kind of a little bit extended with the neckline with the windbreakers hat.
Do you want to explain what was on her head? The same thing that's on your head.
Yeah, so the hat over there is just like a windbreaker because I got inspiration from it from the baskets. I mean, when I was playing, and then a little bit of rain came through, and then I got a little bit of basket and then put it on top of my head. Then I was like, okay, why should I make maybe a smaller one? It could help me with with the sunburn and also sometimes the windbreak. So it helps me a lot.
I feel like we didn't see enough of that lady. She kind of just peeked in and ran out. Is she still back there? Can we get her back on the runway?
All right.
Is that possible?
Medina, will you please come back on the runway, please?
All right, I think she's... What's another look?
Oh, yeah.
Tell us about this look.
Yeah, so that's like a waxed jacket. It kind of looks like a video wardrobe. So it was waxed in, that was when it was waxed in Uganda. So when we got the fabric, it was from Uganda, and then we decided to make something from it. Yeah.
That's dope. That's very nice.
Thank you.
All right. Cool stuff.
Yeah. So
Mouse.
he's also wearing like the same piece, like the same windbreaker, also sunburn breaker, and the jacket that he's wearing, the print was made here in Nairobi. I made it in college. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Some interesting looks there. Very nice.
Thank you.
Is this also your fashion?
Yeah, those are more my fashion. So this one is like a camouflage fabric. It was inspired with the chameleon styles, and then from it we also made the same jacket and then the same hat to make it more stylish and to make it like an identity for people to see it around.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna move on to our next designer, Maureen. You've got some models that she came with. So we're going to have her models come down the runway, and she will go ahead and tell us what they've got on.
So the first design is a bralette. That small crop top is called a bralette. I would wear that with lunch with my girls on a Saturday, or I would pair it with a pair of jeans when I want to go out. It's just a fancy look when you want to go have fun. And I think she looks nice. What do you think, guys?
She looks cute.
Yeah.
I would
Very
wear
nice
that. That's
and
nice.
classy. You're not showing too much of skin while showing a little of skin at the same time. So yeah, that's a fun look. A casual.
Look at the
for a
guys
casual
behind me. Okay. All right.
My next design is also a dress with buttons all the way down. I would wear that to the office on a Friday and just couple it up with a blazer. Then lose up the blazer when I want to go out for like cocktails or something like that.
Well, they're loving your designs, clearly.
Yeah, so I would do that as an official dress. Then
So this can work to the office.
yes,
Yeah.
with a blazer, with a jacket on.
Okay.
Then just lose the jacket sometime and just go out there and have fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice. I like the prints.
Last but not least, that is a very special piece. It's a pencil dress, and instead of just letting it be simple, I decided to add sheer on top and an off-shoulder.
Oh, yeah, I see the sheer.
Yeah,
Okay.
see?
That's
So there's a
nice.
sheer if you feel uncomfortable to show off so much up here. So it's a very comfortable look for a casual look. If you're invited for say a casual dinner or cocktail as well, I would pull off that dress and still look nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's very chic. I like how you modernized it with the
Thank
sheer
you.
on top.
Thank you.
Nice. Thank you, Maureen. Beautiful models there, courtesy of Maureen. The guys behind me, I can't even tell you what they've been saying. We're going to move on to Waire. He's got some models back there as well. We're going to model some of his Good Vibes fashions.
So what you can see there, Tyran, that's Tyran over there. She's wearing a simple black jacket with some fabric, African fabric on the arms and the back, which you'll see in a bit. So as I want to stress again, mine is just to put a touch of the African bit into urban fashion because it's a streetwear and it's an everyday look. You can wear it on the weekends, in the afternoon, on a cold day, especially with this weather. I think it looks good. I don't know what you guys think.
Nice. Some more print there on the back. right, got another one.
Yeah, this next look is for guys. It's unisex, but the guy wearing it's called Shadrach. It's a simple hoodie, but it's infused with Ankara fabric. Just for the usual, for the casual Saturday weekend wear. It's similar to what I have, but with a bit more fabric for guys who want it to be more outgoing. And I think, what do you guys think? Maybe, yeah, I can tell so much. What do you guys think?
Iko fine.
An everyday look.
Iko fine, thank you. That's nice.
Lastly, we have Michelle showing another hoodie, different fabric on it. It's red. I know a lot of people like red. This is just to show the kind of diversity we can do in terms of the different fabrics, but still maintaining the simplicity. And yeah, it's a hoodie. It's at the end of the day, it's a simple hoodie. Something I believe everyone should have 1 or 2 pairs of.
It's got Ankara on the inside of the hood as well.
it has Ankara on the inside of the scarves, as well as on the near the pockets. You can have it customized with the arms as well. You just play around with the Ankara on different parts of the hoodie.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you all for bringing your models. I think our audience has enjoyed that. Have you enjoyed that, audience? Beautiful, beautiful designs there from each of you. I guess the whole thing about today's theme is incorporating a little, African, but modernizing it. And I think this generation is doing a very good job of that. I think there was a point where people were just like, Vitenge ni zawaze and, all that stuff. But this whole generation has come through with like a whole new vibe. No pun intended. So maybe I'll start over there with Waire. What brought that idea into your head to incorporate that into?
I think because I started off personally doing just urban fashion, streetwear, and then it became too common and everybody's doing it. You can't distinguish an African designer from an international designer. That's where now the African touch came into play, and it's been doing good because it's popular both in the local market, and you often get a lot of international orders, whereby guys just come in and they're leaving and they need to take something with them abroad, and it works very well because it's not too much and it's something you can wear every now and then.
Yeah. And represent wherever it is that you go. Maureen, you one of the pieces that you showed there was for office, and I think in the past, also going back to what I said earlier, in the past people thought that you can't really wear too much print to work, like it's not very official, but you've managed to fuse that into your pieces. Talk to us about that.
There's a directive from the government to wear Ankara on Friday. You've heard of that, right?
Yes, I have.
So that's a good thing for us because at least finally we'll have people wearing African prints to work instead of the usual, say, jeans or casual wear on Friday or the usual official clothes that we normally wear. So I think it's a good directive in that we're going to embrace our culture some more. We're going to promote local designers like ourselves. So yeah. Plus, I think Ankara is unique, different, and classy in its own way. Yeah. So I think it really is a good thing to wear Ankara to the office.
Okay.
Yeah.
What has been the response to the pieces that you've designed, particularly with the headpieces? Talk to us about that.
I mean, when I was like doing it, I was like trying to prove something from my street because most people don't believe like good stuff can also come from the streets also. So when I was like making my outfits from Kibera, people were like, "Oh, are you really sure like you'll make the pieces and then people outside will also like it?" Then I was like, "Yeah, we can try it." And then people liked it, and then after that I was like, "Okay, if people liked my outfits and they all come from Kibera, why not like just speak our culture and then speak like for the whole Kenya and for the whole Africa?" So then from there, then people started coming like doing like requisition and making orders from that, and yeah, it's been working out.
Yeah, another thing I think people watching would like to hear from you guys is what's it like being a young designer? What's it like in this industry right now? Is it easy to get in there? I know there's a lot of designers out there, and there's a lot of people who've been established and have been there for much longer. You said you've been doing this for about 2 years. So what was it like just entering this industry?
It's not easy. Like I said, say 40% of people who come from college go into the fashion industry in a way or another. So it's not easy. You have to actually fight for your own niche and create your own space for you to be recognized and for you to actually do some work. Also, fashion is just like any other business, tough. So being an entrepreneur, you have to always be out there and make sure whatever you do is up to standard. So it's not easy, but who said anything should be easy for it to be done?
That's true.
Yeah.
For it to be worth it also in the end. What was it like, because you did it, this is a business. You talked about entrepreneurship, coming up with a business plan, coming up with money, with capital to start your business, having this idea and pitching it to people. What was that experience like for you guys in the beginning?
I mean, for me, since like when I started with dance, I was like, I just used like to carry it as an art. Like fashion is just like an art for me. And the first thing you need, like someone that can manage you well, someone that manages your movements, and you also have like a photographer maybe that after everything that you do, he takes the shoots and everything, and then you document every piece in case you are called like for any place for maybe event or for work. You have to present your portfolio first and then impress the people that want you to work for them. Then after that, that's when you can get the work. Yeah.
Was it difficult for you getting into the industry?
I think for me, my secret sauce has been social media, because we just started right at the right moment where Facebook, Instagram, they all blew up. And I just tried to wonder how our businesses would have been like 20 years ago without the age of social media, because it's so easy to put out quality stuff and really market it to blow up on social media. So for me, I think social has been the greatest asset to my business.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
I agree.
We've
with
seen
you.
even globally businesses building brands off Facebook, Instagram.
So it would encourage other young designers who are also trying to get into the business to utilize that platform.
Yeah, because that's a free tool. Everyone gets to sign up for Facebook for free and just utilize it for good.
So once you get your word out there, people are looking for you. I've seen some of you have dressed celebrities. What have been some of the highlights of being a designer right now in Kenya?
Highlights of being a designer. Nothing beats the feeling that someone wore your piece and actually called you back sometime later and say, Maureen, I really love the outfit, and referred someone else. It doesn't matter to me if it's a celebrity or someone else, because I think all my clients are celebrities. So.
Aww, that's nice.
Yeah, so I regard all of them in equal measure and highly. So yeah, so nothing beats that feeling. In as much as it's hard, at the end of the day, when someone calls you or a client calls and say, I really love that piece, it really looked nice on me, nothing beats that, not even money.
Yeah.
Yes.
What have been some of the best parts of your career so far as a designer?
Okay, so the best thing that have happened to me so far is like I've learned so much in school, because I'm still in college at the moment, and I'm still learning more into fashion, because in 2 years' time I'm supposed to go to continue in Central St. Martin's, whereby I sent my portfolio over there and then replied back. So they're just like waiting for me to finish on my diploma, and then I go over there. So the main thing that I'm happy at the moment is about like learning new processes that I'm still like being taught in college.
You're very focused, and I admire that. That's going to take you very far. How about you?
I think for me it's been two ways. One, in that when you dress someone and then you get calls from other so-called celebrities and like they actually buy your product. I think that's really a moment for me. When you see someone like Eric Omondi do a video with a product that he actually bought, I think that's been part of one of the good things that have happened. The other thing is getting calls to come to shows like this. I think this is very instrumental and really gives you a lot of psych to keep what you're doing. And lastly, I've also done a couple of bulk orders for corporates who now want instead of making like corporate hoodies, they want a bit of African into it.
Okay.
And that's something I didn't see, like it wasn't part of the plan setting out, but it's actually been some of the better.
Sky's the limit with all of this, right? I'm going to take final comments and just go down the road. You can give your social media handles. You can give a little bit of advice to other people who are trying to enter this business. We'll just start with you.
All right. So an advice that I can give the young ones coming, or
whatever you want to do.
I mean,
he said advise him.
I mean, so far, like the main thing, like from all the people that I've learned from, because I normally learn from everyone that's around me. Just from this talk, I've learned something from you. So, I mean, character is the best thing that you can keep by your side. You can come up with best clothes in the world, but you don't have the character that people need out there. So they won't buy your pieces because only of that character. So the way you present your people, the way you present yourself to to people. That's how you get more business. And the best feeling ever is like when you make an outfit for a client and then they are like, yeah, the pieces are so nice. There is no like any one or twos that you need to redone. All the parts are good. Perfect.
Yeah.
That's the best feeling.
And where can people find more of your work?
I have my website at the moment. I will check on www.lookslikeavido.com, or you go to my Instagram account, that is lookslike_avido. My Twitter is at lookslike_avido. Facebook lookslike_avido.
Okay, thank you very much, Maureen.
Thank you.
Naweza tuma salama.
Naweza tuma salama.
To all my fans out there, I really love you guys and thanks for the support. What I can say is, if you have the passion, go for it. Nothing comes easy. Employment is hard. Entrepreneurship is hard. Even eating is hard. I don't think there was something that was really easy that comes on a silver platter. So if you have that urge inside of you and you have a few people who are your support system, go for it. Don't wait for enough money or enough energy to do it. Do it now, and you can start now. Start as small as you want, as you can, and you will grow with time.
Yeah. Start when young,
yes,
and you still have the energy
yes.
to hustle. Your social media?
Handle African Designs, African with a K, both on IG and on Facebook.
All right, thank you very much.
I think they've said it all, but what I can say is because of what's happening this week, guys always wanting for a signal. This is your signal for guys that if you want to do anything, I think the best thing you can do for yourself is start. Because when I started planning to do an events company, but then that didn't work out. I ended up in fashion, and it's been very good for me. So I'd encourage anyone who wants to do anything just to start, and you learn as you go. Yeah, that's what I can give advice to people.
And for people wanting to contact you? People
wanting my stuff, you can go to Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Good Vibes KE. And you can get them at Nakumatt Lifestyle. It's the first shop on your right.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Give it up for our panelists. Thank you so much for sharing your work with us. And, wish you all the best in your future. You guys are doing amazing things. So definitely big up yourselves. 10 of 10 is not over yet. We're going to take